Thank you for logging on to the PawCast for the week of Monday, January 9th through Friday, the 13th. Hello, I'm Mr. Andrews, and it's time for some Pawville news. Well, whenever we get back to school this week, we are going to begin learning about volume in our math time. How many cubes can fit into a rectangular prism? Well, it's a little bit more to it than that, and composed figures, but enough for right now. In science, when we get back to school, we are going to be learning about our body systems, the circulatory, the respiratory, muscular, nervous system, digestive system. Our bodies really are miracles, and how well and wonderfully they work and work together. So our body systems unit is going to be a lot of fun. I think you're going to enjoy that. When we talk about social studies, well, we're going to have to talk about taking a back burner for a week or so. We're going to be working towards finishing our draft books at a rate of about 1 to 2 sections per day. So as we're writing the best stuff we've ever written before and doing it such a cool style, we've got to finish those soon so we can start working on the final booklet. When we get that final booklet finished, then it's going to lead back into our social studies time, and you will be assigned an explorer for our upcoming Wax Museum. In ELA, we are going to be reading our 30 minutes at home each and every night. Make sure you log that. It's one step per 15 minutes. And a lot of folks have been sort of reading, but you haven't been logging those down. Remember, when you come back in conference with me, that's one of the ways that helps me to be able to gauge and see what it is you have been reading. So make sure you're logging your times. Oh, forget where in the United States is Mr. Andrews this week. Let's find out what you've been doing while we've had all of this winter weather. Many of you did submit some photos, and let's take some time to look at them right now. Those were some awesome photos. Thank you for sending those along and for sharing them with all of the folks in our classroom. What have I been doing? Well, I stay inside most of the time nowadays. I used to get out and sled and do all the fun things, build snowmen. Now I just enjoy sitting back and reading a book. My favorite thing to do. It's so relaxing, and I haven't felt guilty at all for having my cats, my coffee, and a good book to read. I hope you've been reading at home too. Well, one of the things that Mrs. Andrews and I do is we have popovers on snow days. Well, popovers are kind of like a roll, but they're hollow on the inside. And when you open them up, you're supposed to immediately put some butter on them and strawberry jam, except unless your name is Mr. Andrews. If your name is Mr. Andrews, you put pumpkin butter on your popover. So we have popovers for breakfast on Sunday morning. One of the things that I was able to do during our snow break was to finally get my drone outside. Mrs. Andrews had given me a Phantom 4 drone, quadcopter, for Christmas, and it was really perfect on Saturday to be able to get it outside and just take some aerial shots from around my house. Thought I'd share those with you. Here it is. Hope you like it. It really was a lot of fun making that video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Well, let's have a great week together, whether it's at home or whether it's in Paulville, and let's all get the big Paul.